Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the National Football League.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He completes it to Hunter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it a second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll set up a throw. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Marino. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Here's Marino. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Marino to throw it. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. Now it's Marino. Buying time to his left. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Marino here from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Marino sets up. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
On now the Miami field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the move to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Marino will throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Marino will look to throw on first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Marino to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. After the interception, here's Marino. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd and goal, Marino, touchdown Dolphins! From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense, but after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, Marino over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Marino. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.